Howdy, hi. This is Dear Job Sports MLB Rundown, picks and predictions for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we have to recap results from, I think, 4 or 5 days ago. I have not had time to post an MLB video with the college football going on. You have WNBA every single day, and we may or may not have an NFL video coming out tomorrow, which I had to work on. So, MLB is at the back burner. We're going to bring it back this week, though. I have time. Here we go. We went 5-5 in our last video, bringing our season record to 552 and 532. I really don't recall any of these games. The Braves, I'm pretty sure they destroyed the Marlins. The Giants destroyed the Cubs, I believe. We had the under 8.5 runs in the Mets and the Phillies game. We had the over 8.5 runs in the Royals and the White Sox. We lost Marlins on the money line. They got wrecked. We lost Red Sox and the over. I forget who they played, but I want to say maybe it was New York. No, it wasn't New York because we won on New York. Don't know who they played at all. We took Phillies plus 125 on the money line. They lost to New York. I think that was like 6 or 7-0 because I was sweating that under. Then we had White Sox plus 100. I think they got murdered by the Royals like 12-1 or some ridiculous score. Who did the Red Sox play? Now I have to go check. How did we lose that? Why did we lose that? Answer is, I'm checking. Oh, they played Baltimore. They won the game. They did not win on the run line, though. They won 3-2. So our over was no good, and our run line was also no good. Boo, Red Sox. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game we got here is the Toronto Blue Jays on the road, taking out on the Cincinnati Reds. I'm going to rock the Blue Jays, plus 105 on the money line. I'm also going to take the over of 8.5 runs. Toronto, they lost the opening game of the series 5-4. Now they have Jose Berrios on the mound, 9-5 with a 3.95 ERA. Going up against Nick Lodolo, who is 8-7 with a 3.32 ERA. Lodolo's been pretty hit or miss recently. He has not been going long into games. He's given up 4 to the Dodgers. He only went 1 2/3 against Chicago before getting injured. His most recent start was his first start in almost a month, where he just went 4 2/3 against that same Dodgers team he gave up 4 to. They might be kind of slowly bringing him back. I'm assuming he's going to go at most like 6 innings here. Prior to the injury, gave up 2 to New York, 3 to Philly, 0 to Miami, 1 to San Diego, 1 to New York. But none of that really matters. After the injury, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned. That's really all I care about. Then you have Jose Berrios on the other side of things. His most recent games have been very hit or miss. Gave up 2 to Miami, 6 to Texas, 0 to Chicago, 3 to Colorado, 2 to Baltimore, 2 to Detroit, 4 to San Fran. So I think both of these pitchers are going to get wrecked. Then you start to question, which team do I trust more with the bats? That answer would be Toronto. Cincinnati's kind of fallen off the face of a cliff. They're almost back to 500 on the year. In their last 10 games, they are 3-7 straight up. Let me check the wild card real quick and see where they're at in that race. They're 4 games back of the Mets for the final wild card spot. That is not looking very good. So I will take the Toronto Blue Jays, and I will take the over. Next game, 2 horrible baseball teams. Give me the Marlins minus 105. Give me the over 8.5 runs. Marlins, I'm pretty sure they lost game 1 of the series, or did they win? Something tells me they lost game 1 of the series. They did. They lost 2-0 in game 1. Now we get 2 pitchers on the mound who you're probably like, hey, who are these guys? Because I don't know. Answer, Adam Mazur. So far in the season, he has pitched 9 2/3 innings, given up 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, has an ERA of 5.59, 6 earned and 9.2 is not very good. But then you look at the other side of the things, and you have Cade Cavalli, and you're like, well, who's this guy? Well, he's actually been in the league for like 5 years. So far in the season, though, he only has 24 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 14 earned. Massive home run problem. In 24 innings, he's given up 6 home runs. That is not ideal. He also tends to not go very far into games. Most recent start, he pitched 2 1/3 innings at New York, gave up 8 hits and 7 earned, gave up 3 to the Phillies, 0 to the Phillies before that, 4 to Kansas City, and the rest of his starts were all preseason or 1 start out of the bullpen. So I don't trust this guy. I think the Marlins have the better lineup. Give me the Marlins. Give me the over. All right, so now we're going to talk about another team that has fallen off the face of a cliff. It's the Guardians. I'm going to take them plus 1.5 on the run line, sitting at minus 105. I'm also going to rock the under of 8.5 runs. This is game 2 of the series in Boston. They lost game 1, 4-6, but they actually didn't play horribly. It was mostly the fact that their pitcher just got absolutely rocked, and then our bullpen came in and proceeded to get even more heavily rocked. This time we have Slade Ciccone on the mound, 5-6 with a 4.41 ERA. Going up against their ace, Garrett Crochet, 14-5, 2.4 ERA. You're probably sitting there like, there's no chance this dude is taking the Guardians plus 1.5. When the Guardians have no chance of winning a baseball game, when everyone counts them out, that is when they win. The problem is when the Guardians are a favorite and they're expected to win the game, that is when no one on our team can hit the baseball. Slade Ciccone's been very, very up and down this year, but most recently he's been down. I still like him though. His stuff is good. He just has to get out of his own head. You'll see him in like an 0-2 count, and you're like, all right, pitch this down and away. Don't even let him swing at it. And then he just offers up a 96-mile-an-hour meatball down the middle of the plate, and you're like, dude, what in the fuck are you doing? So if he can stay away from doing that, I have a relative ease of my mind that I think he's going to do well. Crochet, he's been pitching well as always recently. Most recent starts, giving up 2 to Baltimore, 1 to New York, 1 to Miami, 5 to Houston. All right, next game we got. This has to be the funniest series of the entire week. Chicago White Sox on the road at the Minnesota Twins. Both of these teams are absolutely horrible. I would like you to take a look at a few bats in the Twins lineup. You have Eduardo Julian hitting a $193. James Outman has made an appearance hitting 147. This Twins lineup is very much no bueno. Not to mention, we have the return of Simeon Woods Richardson, whose most previous game since returning back from the IL, he went 3 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits and 5 earned runs. He also gave up 3 home runs during that game. Before then, he has not pitched since July 28th. This dude has just been getting absolutely clobbered this season. 84 innings pitched, 71 strikeouts, 43 earned runs, 15 home runs. Just not a good year to be Simeon Woods Richardson. On the other side of things, we have Davis Martin. He's 5-9 with a 4.03 ERA. His most recent games actually haven't been horrible. Gave up 3 to New York, 2 to this very Minnesota team, 0 to Kansas City, 3 to Cleveland. Did get rocked by Seattle, giving up 5. But then he gave up 2 to Philly, 3 to Tampa Bay, 4 to Houston, 2 to Kansas City. He looks like he's going to give you about 4 or 5 innings of 2 earned baseball. And I think that might be enough here. SWR could get absolutely clobbered. Yes, the Chicago lineup is not the best, but at least all their guys are hitting like 225, 230. You look down at the bottom half of the Twins lineup, and that is not good. So I will take the White Sox. They already won game 1 of this series. So maybe they fuck around and they sweep them. Actually, probably not. It's a 4-game series. Maybe they win 2 of them. All right, final game. I'm going to take the Astros plus 100 at home. I'm also going to rock the under of 7.5 runs. Probably the best series we have of the week. Max Fried, 14-5, 3.06 ERA, going up against Framber Valdez, 12-7, 3.18 ERA. This game is massive for standings. This is number 2 in the AL East, going up against number 1 in the AL West. Both teams need this. Looking at lineups. They both have really good lineups. Looking at defense, one team is significantly better in defense than the other. You have Giancarlo Stanton playing right field. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the clips of this man trying to run the balls in right field. He can't run. If there is a pop fly on the line that like normally a right fielder would get to, this dude is not going to be within 15 steps of that baseball. So defense-wise, I like the Astros. Then there's the fact that they're at home. You throw on top of that Max Fried. Recently, he really hasn't been that great. He got absolutely tagged by St. Louis, giving up 7 runs, 5 innings, 8 hits. And he just saw this Houston team. It was at home in New York, August 10th. So we're talking less than a month ago. He only went 5 innings, giving up 8 hits and 4 earned runs. So this dude's already seen this team, and he got absolutely tagged by him. Framber Valdez, what has he been doing in his most recent games? Also getting lit the hell up. So what's going to happen here? I don't know. I think we might see an opposite effect where one team does well against or does bad against them the first time, then the second time they don't do as well. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take the Stros. I like them plus money. I don't like the fact that the Yankees can't play defense, so I will take the better fielding team with relatively an evenly same lineup and the home team. So give me the Astros, give me the under, and that's going to do it for me and his video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.